Spooky dungeon. Not that there's anything wrong with S&M or BDSM as long as it's consensual, you know, and everyone's safe. That's all. I've brought one of the Crimean soldiers who's being held prisoner. I'm sure you are unaware of this, but I am... Princess Elincia! Oh, yes, quite right. I am Kieran. I served under General Jeffrey as leader of Crimea's 5th platoon. My platoon had the honour of escorting you from the palace during Dane's attack. Really? You were there when... I was. Lord Renning ordered my platoon to accompany General Jeffrey and serve as your escort. Our mission was to see you safely out of Crimea to Gallia's king. But we failed you, and when you were lost to us, I believe my worthless life was at its end. Yet here you are, to think that I would be so blessed as to see you again. Such emotion, the tears.
You too.
Were there any others? Soren, Firebook, make it double. We only have the one.
I'll take a turn using it.
Such terrific emotion. So, I beg your pardon? Did any other than yourself survive? Of course, though I thought I was the only one unfortunate enough to suffer the misery of captivity. General Jeffrey and several of his soldiers fought off the Dane attack. They were able to slip away. Even now, they wait in Crimea, hoping for one last chance to strike a blow against Dane. Jeffrey, he is alive. Oh, how those words drive off the shadows across my heart. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you for surviving. You're too kind, Your Highness. The opportunity to serve you again is the greatest reward I could ask for. For as long as I draw breath, I will stand ready at your side. This I swear. He's very vibrant. You're very vibrant.
I like this guy. Oh yeah, I like this guy.
And who are these fellows? Alright, we all know where Kieran stands. How about you two? Will you recognize Princess Elincia as the rightful heir to the Crimean throne? What I mean is, will you fight for her? Oh, look here, my name's Brom, and this lass is Neffany. We're just simple country militiamen from the same territory. Now, we don't know much about nobles and stuff. Kings and queens don't matter much when you're walking the fields. Of course, we know we'd be in trouble if someone takes our fields away from us, so that's why we joined the militia. The King of Dane's no friend of ours, and I hear he's doing terrible things too. Wild tortures with rusty nails and more. What's going to happen to my family? I left them all back home, and I'm so worried I can hardly see straight. If you can defeat the King of Dane, will this country return to the way it used to be? Is that what you're after? It is my hope. I may not be as powerful as my father, but I will never abandon Crimea. You sound like a lady who stands by her word. Looks like my choice is easy. Mine too, yeah. I'll fight in your name. I hope you and yours, and we'll send those Dane milksops packing. Thank you. I beg your pardon? You're...
That guy!
Oh, blessed saint. Master Saffron, you live! Brom, Neffany, are either of you wounded? We're fine, but what about you? You were jailed for helping us. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hope it didn't hurt you. It is nothing to fret about. Everyone is safe, and that is what matters. Oh, blessed one. He's quite got you. Yes, he is very handsome, isn't he, Neffany? I know. I'd be a little tongue-tied. Pardon me, may I have a moment? Yes? Oh, you're the man I met earlier. I owe you so much for freeing me. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to thank us. However, I am curious about your situation. Why were you aiding Crimean soldiers? Do you question my story? You're a monk on a pilgrimage as well as an ally of Crimean resistance fighters. Under the circumstances, can you blame me? Tell me something, Ike. If you came across a wounded person, could you ignore his plight? Normally, no, I could not. But at times like these, where it means risking my own life, I don't know. It's tough to say. You're quite honest. However, if actually faced with such a choice, a man such as yourself would not hesitate. If faced with an individual in pain, You would act instinctively. Your body would not wait for the command. Who are you, really? You're so calm, so full of peace. I can't believe you're a simple monk. If you'll forgive me, I must be going. Fare thee well, young warrior. I'm certain we will meet again. Wait, no! Wait! We can use your triply max stat! Ike? What? Oh, hello, Volke. What do you want? I was thinking about traveling with you for a bit. I'll be in the general area, so if you need anything, you can call me. I'll help you out. For a fee, of course. What did you say? Why would you do such a thing? In times such as these, there must be many parties that need intelligence. Well, you've sparked my curiosity, and besides... No, we'll just have to leave it at that. That's not acceptable. Don't be so inflexible. It's not as if I'll be joining your merry band or anything. This is strictly business. And yet you... Titania? I believe this is a good opportunity. Yes, I'm sure you and Spooky Man over there will get along famously, Soren. We will almost certainly have need of this man's talents, but he is speaking sense. He is a dubious character at best, but at least we know his motives. Everything begins and ends with gold. They'll be easy to control. Soren.
He's standing right behind you.
He can hear you, man.
Soren, he's standing right there. I don't think he minds. What will it be, Ike? The decision is yours.
Let him come.
We're gonna let him come! Very well. You may do as you like. Excellent. Call me if you need anything. Right.
That guy.
And you're back! Yes, now you're back.
This key.
I get it. I get it, Ronald. I get it why you ran away. Look, I understand. You're vanilla. I get it. It's okay. I don't mind. Not everyone has to be crazy swinging from the chandeliers when it comes to the, but it's alright. Just, be upfront about it, okay? And I'll put away the handcuffs. First the thief, and then that monk. What an odd band of characters you've attracted. Ronald, have you finished your errands? All done. But about those two. Yes, they're both rather mysterious. Well, the monk seems like a decent enough fellow. Determining who is a friend and who is a foe is something I must be able to do. But it's just so hard. That's only because you don't have enough information to base your judgment on. All we can do now is press on. You're right. With some newfound friends! Woohoo! Woo! Onwards! Chapter 10. Clear. Oh, right, of course. Anyway. Now we get...
11.
Chapter
11!
Blood runs red. Well, I should hope it would run red. If it's running any other color, it means we're like a mollusk. Or an alien. Or a Vulcan, which is also an alien. Anyway. Port Toha. Oh, how pretty with all the quaint little villagers and... Yay. Well, we're here. Welcome to Toha, Crimea's westernmost port city. What's with this place? The people are going about their business. Why aren't they worried about Dayan? About the war? It's because this area is fairly isolated. Dayan's army hasn't come this far, and so life goes on as before. Dayan's plan is to seize the capital, then slowly and steadily expand its sphere of influence until it controls everything. Surely the people here have some idea of what's happening. Ignorance is a form of bliss, is it not? These people don't know what it's like to lose a war. They don't want to know. Crimea, as a nation, has always been blessed by peace. Perhaps this is due to the temperament of its rulers, but the country hasn't seen serious warfare for centuries. While minor skirmishes with the Kingdom of Dayan have been legion, only the eastern borderlands have taken damage. And yet even I know this peace will not last. When we met Dayan forces on our scouting mission, they attacked us merely for being within the Crimean border. Humans are shameless creatures that carelessly ignore any misfortune which does not befall them directly. They can, and often do, turn a blind eye to all manner of wickedness so long as it does not touch them or their kin. Oh, bitter much, Soren? They will bow their heads, condemning those victims for bringing calamity upon them. Yes, blame the victim, blame the victim. I hate them. And then they will cast their eyes toward heaven and in thanks while their neighbors lay dying around them. But the war is happening here. This is their home, not someone else's.
Oh, so at least Soren's an equal opportunity hater.
That's true. I take it back. You're equally racist. Is that... I guess? I don't know. Anyway.
I think he's misanthropist.
There you go. He's not a racist. He just hates everything. When the day and army darkens their doorsteps, perhaps then they will understand. When the peace they take for granted is shattered and their sons and daughters slaughtered in the streets, perhaps then they will comprehend the misfortune they so long pretended not to see. I have no sympathy for them.
Isn't that one of Ike's lines?
Right. I have no sympathy for them. That's a good one. I should write it down. My goodness, the nastier the truth, the blunter he gets. Quite the delightful staff officer you have there. He, has an undeniable streak of severity in him, but this? Something's bothering him, that's for sure. It's to be expected. Even I'm a bit shocked by this place. Can they truly be as placid as they appear? Soren's a very empathetic young man. The emotions of this place must have proven to be too much for him. Ignoring impending doom because you cannot prevent it, fatalism is by nature a disheartening beast. Well, for all those born with nothing, there are those born with everything. Perhaps those who never notice the difference are the ones we should envy. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? Oh, I was talking to myself. Pay me no mind. Now then, I've got to go see a man about the ship. While I'm gone, why don't you get your supplies squared away? I'm sure the journey ahead will require a lot of packing. Ranulph, I'll go with you. No, that's quite all right. You should supervise the supply acquisition. You're going to be at sea for months, you know. I know that, but... What is it, Titania? She's worried about me. She doesn't want to leave a solitary Laguz wandering around the Bjork city. But I thought Crimea and Gallia were allied nations. Why would a wandering Laguz be cause for concern? Well, it shouldn't be, but... Do you remember what King Canegus told you? The friendship between Crimea and Gallia exists only between the ruling classes. It hasn't taken root in the minds of the common citizenry at all. That being said, things have improved quite a bit since King Ramon ascended to the throne. The reports of hunts and other such horrors have all but disappeared. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got connections, see? It's not like I'll be roaming around the docks begging for passage. All right, then. The job is yours. Please, be careful. You too. Don't mess anything up. That was ominous. Ike, here's a summary of our last battle. We didn't earn anything. We spent a bit. We got a little bit of bonus experience, and nobody died, and we got some new allies. That's great.
And Ilyana killed everything.
There were no casualties, and no one suffered permanent injury, although you nearly did. My god, what were you thinking? But we fought excellently. That's all I have to report. If you'll excuse me, I have to go be angsty. Right, Soren. You go do that. Okay, well that brings that chapter to a close. Whoa! Oh, I'm hungry. I think I want to get some food. Go food get, yes? We're going to go get something to eat. We will see you next time. Again, I've been Agent Elrond.
And I've been Roffie McMuttonchomper.
And together now,
we'll see you around the internet. Bye, guys.